If I hear another person say that I'm in shock or that I have Stockholm Syndrome or something like that, I'm gonna punch someone in the face. Everyone seems to think that I'm traumatized and I don't actually understand what happened. But for the first time in months, I finally get it. I am completely aware of what's happening around me. I'm not sad or depressed or scared. I guess I'm not really happy either. But overall, it's a nice feeling. Feeling sane is nice. And although no one seems to believe me, I am completely sane when I say that he is my friend. I know he did terrible things to everyone, including me, so I'm not going to pretend that he's some sort of angel. I already did that. You're never supposed to talk to the stranger online. I know that. I knew it then too, though. It was just when I talked to him, he reminded me so much of my father. I couldn't help it. And I know it was stupid. Are you ready for a huge cliche? Well, when I talked to him, it just felt like all my troubles just melted away. It was probably the music. We both needed it so much, and it made us have this understanding for each other. Even if we had nothing else in common, the music would have been enough. Does that make any sense? And then we started talking. I mean, it was bound to happen. I had lessons every day for hours. And whether or not you want to get to know someone, you spend that much time with them, and you will. I guess we didn't actually have that much in common. But at the time, it felt like everything. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe if I did, everyone would finally leave me alone. I told him things that I didn't tell anyone. At first, I thought it was because I would never meet him. And then it was just because it was him. I wanted him to ask me about my day and to hear about his. And then when he talked about music, he could talk for hours. And I wanted him to. I guess I just wanted to hear his voice. If I ever was in love with him, it was then. Or at least I was in love with what I made him out to be. But I can't let him take all the blame for that. He did trick and manipulate me, but I chose to believe what I wanted to believe. I ignored all of his possessive tendencies and his thinly veiled threats because I didn't want to lose him. He was so important to me. And that's what no one seems to understand. He wasn't just some obsessive stalker who was madly in love with me. He was actually my friend. We had normal conversations, and we had inside jokes, and we hung out. Kind of. In our lessons. It was unconventional, I know, but he was just as much my friend as Meg or Ralph. Ralph. Really, Ralph was the entire problem. The minute he came back into my life, everything just fell apart. I'm just kidding. But I couldn't choose between them. Understandably, they wanted me to, but I couldn't. I wanted them both. And now I don't know. I miss him. Listen, before you start to lecture me, I know that I shouldn't. But he was such a big influence on my life, and he left his mark. How am I supposed to go from talking to him every day to not talking to him ever again? It's been 2 weeks, and I'm already starting to regret not... Hi Meg, I'm almost done.
Oh, no, you're fine.
I don't know what you need me to do.
There's been a crime bulletin. A body was found in the theater building near the basement. No one's identified it yet, but I thought you might. Christine, wait.